Well, right now the Mount St. Mary robotics class is working on a couple of different projects. One of them is actually a motorized piece that will make it look like we've got like a moving Lego river in the exhibit. And they're also working on some different pieces for Flintco, who's one of our sponsors, and so little construction stuff, sort of to represent the state of construction that Oklahoma City's currently in.
This is my robotics team, my robotics class. This is the first year at Mount St. Mary's we've had a robotics course, so the kids are actually taking robotics for credit. It's a science elective, it's a year long. Among other things, they're learning how to create robots that they will use in competition.
I'd played with Legos before and the little gear sets and stuff when I was younger, but I never had the Tetrix parts before, the metal gears and such. I'd never worked with that before. But it's really not that hard to learn if you've never used it before, because I'd really never worked with it before, and it wasn't that hard to pick up.
Well, we were contacted by one of our sponsors that Mount St. Mary had a robotics program, first of all, and so I contacted Mrs. Whitaker about getting her class involved, and we discussed some different details over the summer and jumped on it once school started. And it's been great because we are working with some other schools as well, and so everybody's getting much more involved this year than we actually had last year. There's a lot more community support and involvement.
This is our first year, like I said, to do the robotics course, and I had envisioned creating some kind of a scenario where the kids would build something to give them an idea what it would be like to actually work in the industry, and instead they are working in the industry. I mean, it just happened. It was so awesome. It was just exactly what I was hoping for my kids.
Well, one, it's great having local people help out with the project because any money that is spent on that is actually kept local. And on top of that, we're actually giving, for instance, Mount St. Mary's class some real-world application for what it is they're learning in class. And then on top of that, building more community awareness about why we're doing what we're doing. And it's to raise money for Oklahoma City Educare. So any community involvement ultimately generates more attention to Oklahoma City Educare, and that's really our focus.